Gamers. DT Mega Doodoo 4936. What is the GM today? 5-2 still. Can we do it? Probably not. What's your fastest X to Grandmaster series so far? Speed running to Grandmaster. I think I got in like 6 hours from new account to GM. Once you get into Dark Souls Online, you'll forget about StarCraft 2 for a good while. I don't think so. Dark Souls 2, or Dark Souls in general, PvP doesn't interest me that much. You know? You know how there's some players that play StarCraft 2 just for the campaigns and like, you know, multiplayer doesn't interest them? It's kind of like that. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so first story, Women today went and we're trying to find a new place. And she went and looked at some houses and apartments and stuff like that. And she has an assistant that works for her job. But she asked him, like, because he was like, is there anything else I can do to, like, make more money? And she's like, yeah, you can, you know, do stuff IRL if I need them. And he's like, yeah, sure. So she brought her assistant and she went with a friend of hers as well to look at some, you know, houses and apartment stuff because I was busy. And they go there, and the guy is showing him his house, and apparently the house is looking good, you know, yada yada. And you know, the guy asks. Obviously, we're in Serbia, so you know, America doesn't speak Serbian. So the guy's talking English. She's like, "Oh, you know, what do you do?" And it's funny because he's probably gonna hear this story. So she says like, oh, you know, I teach English online, blah, blah, blah. Wait, where's your SCVs, brother? I'm getting all in. Wait, am I not? Am I crazy? Yeah, I'm getting all in. I'm getting all in for sure. So anyway, you know, he's asking her, what do you do? And she says, and she's like, oh, what does your boyfriend do? And she's like, oh, he's a YouTuber. And he's like, oh, you know, what does he do? And she's like, well, he's not a big YouTuber. He has like 60,000 subs, and you know, he plays games. And he's like, oh, what game does he play? And she says StarCraft 2. And he responds with, your boyfriend's Beastyqt. And Marika had these kinds of interactions before, where the person she like meets IRL or something, they know of me, right? Like, I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not famous. I'm far from fucking famous. I'm like, you know, like far from that shit, right? Yeah. You thought you were gonna cheese me? So I'm far from it, right? But the funny part of the story is the fact that her assistant and her friend were there, and they were just like, what the fuck? And like I said, we haven't had this experience before, so she wasn't like, you know, like pogging, like, whoa, you know? But they found it like what the hell kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, it happens. It was a pretty funny interaction. The guy said, make sure you bring him next time, and she was like, sure. So Monk is here.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Big time beastie. No, this is far from bit. You know what this is? This is like going in another country, right? This is like going in another country and then seeing someone from your country. That's the level of fame, right? It's like it will happen at a point, but it doesn't mean shit.
I am the voice. You require my state thy bidding. You require my skills.
Hey, brother! Where you going? Yeah, bad game. That's right. He's gonna charge you a premium for the house. Listen, if you're watching, right? I don't know your name, sorry, but if you met Women and you're selling the house, can we get a fat ass discount if we decide to go for it? Like, I'm talking 50%. I'm joking. 20%. But yeah, it's a funny story. But it's just a funny story because the point of the story isn't like, oh my god, someone knew me. The point of the story is like, they found it like very interesting, I guess, right? Because still, you know, it's 2021, but it's still like, it's still weird meeting someone and them knowing someone you know because of a video game, right? That's the whole point. But yeah, like I said, I'm like nowhere close to being fucking, not even famous. Famous is, you know what famous is? Famous is when you go outside and people are like, oh my god, that's famous. I am far from it. Let me put it this way, okay? I meet more people from my fucking elementary school where there was like 23 people in my class. I meet them more often in the cities of hundreds of thousands of people than I do with someone knowing me, okay? Because of StarCraft. Hopefully that paints a picture. I don't know if I told you about a story once. This was when Pokemon Go was a thing and we were playing and we were in a park. So we were just chilling in the park eating ice cream. Like our Pokemon Go adventures was basically like us playing and just eating ice cream and going to coffee shops and stuff like that. So we're sitting in this park and a kid comes up to us, like legit, like maybe 6-year-old. And the kid asks, but he asks, he looks at me and he says, "Are you Beastyqt?" And I say, "Yeah." I'm like, you know, because he's a little kid, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, how are you doing?" You know, he just runs off. That's so funny. Like, I don't mean it walks away, he just literally runs off. I was like, okay, sure. And I was like, just like, alright. His mom wanted to know? Yeah, probably. Because it was really funny. Because I was like, there's no way that kid watches StarCraft, you know what I mean? His dad probably asked. I know, that's what I told Women. I told Women the same thing. I was like, someone probably asked him or told him to go ask. Right? And then the kid asked, and then the kid was just like, okay, you know, and ran away. Because it wasn't like, oh my god, are you Beastyqt? It was like, hi, are you Beastyqt? And I'm like, yeah, and he just ran off. And I was like, oh, alright. I need to check if he expanded. Because I didn't actually confirm, so you might be all-inning me like the last guy. But anyway, because I think I think a lot of people still have this like awkward moment thing where it's like, you know, I'm an adult. You know, I'm an adult human male Chad, and I'm not gonna go up to someone and be like a fanboy. Even though just saying hi, you know, doesn't mean you're a fanboy. You know, you don't need to fucking. Like, it doesn't matter if it's me or anyone else. Like, you don't need to drool when you meet them. You can just say like, hey, you know, I watch your YouTube channel, like your videos. You know, how are you doing? What's going on? You know. But I think that kid, someone told him to go ask. That was maybe shy or like, I don't know, embarrassed or something. I don't know. But it was pretty funny.
It shall give us
Research complete.
Someone's banging some dude. The apartment above has been doing some work for like days now, and there's just constant pinging. Not like that. But
Combat with ire shall be reclaimed. The pleasure.
I honestly didn't have any bad interactions, by the way. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't think I had any bad interactions with people from StarCraft, whether it was IRL or at an event. Like, you know, there were some people that were like trying to hang out with me for like 2 hours, which was kind of like, okay, dude, I gotta do my stuff now. But most of the time, it's like very normal.
Is upon us. Shadows I come. By the void, you seek our service. Clever.
Bro, I saw an army move out. Oh my god, my crit is so fucking terrible.
You require more Vespine gas. Mineral field depleted. I will comply. You have not enough minerals. What would you ask of us? You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
I'm steering.
We serve with pride.
Got two. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough. From the shadows I come. Jakku. You have not enough minerals.
He's gonna have a lot of bio units, by the way.
You have not enough minerals. You have not. From the shadows I come. I am but a phantom. I am the blade. By the void. Clever. Got to. You require more Vespine. You must place that in the power field.
Where's the 2 Malding drop? Here it is. Oh, he lost. Wait, he lost the CC. Oof. I mean, there's a, you know, again, there's also a thing like being known in one game and then being famous. Being famous is like, who's famous on Twitch? Like, or famous. I would say in gaming community. Famous is like excuse.
Someone is having fun next door.
Asmonbald, you know, like those, like Shroud, like those people are famous, right? Mike Shinoda. Well, I'm talking more about in gaming. I'm not talking like everywhere. Yeah, you guys can definitely hear the banging behind. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, I would say famous within gaming is someone that people outside his stream/genre know about him. I would say that's famous. Zezmelk, thanks so much for the 7 months. I want to send him fun next door. Yeah, someone's getting banged up against the wall. Monkasteer. I forgot to wall this up. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask some Fortnite kid, do they know who Beast is? They're gonna be like, no. The fuck? I know. I only know Ninja. Ninja's my favorite player. You know?
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Oh my god, this banging dude is like
35.
actually hitting me right in the fucking head. Chair, thanks so much for the 35 months. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome back, soldier. So yeah, I would say there's different. Yeah, I mentioned Fortnite, and I'm instantly talking like a you know kid that's just learned how to talk. I would say there's different levels of fame. You know, like famous person, nah. Known within StarCraft community, sure.
Are under attack.
But yeah, StarCraft community, like I said, the people that I met IRL were pretty nice. Dude, I would honestly not know how to interact with like fucking 10-year-olds, like you know, playing Fortnite and having 10-year-old fans and them interacting like, oh my god, my favorite player. Actually, yeah, that'd be kind of weird. I'd probably be like, I'm gonna go grab a drink. Do you want me to pick you up milk or something while I'm there? No, you good? Because I think saying hi to adults have more tact, as in like, you know, they understand like, you know, the human interaction, right? But I feel like kids would probably want to be around you the whole time, and it's kind of hard to say like, okay, kid, you know, beat it, loser. You know what I mean? Because it's a kid, and it might not necessarily understand, you know, the social cues.
Glory to the Daemon. Yes, Executor.
But I would also hate to be like Giga famous. Like getting stopped everywhere, interrupted everywhere. I can imagine it gets pretty fucking tiring. Like I'm talking like movie stars and stuff. That's probably annoying. Like as much as you know, love my fans. Sometimes you just want to have fucking free time, you know.
Fire shall be reclaimed. We serve with pride. Where shall we march? To more combat awaits. Fire shall be reclaimed.
I am here in the shadows.
Fortnite. But yeah, I like interacting with like people that watch my stuff, and because I guess it's not really a regular thing, right? So when it happens, it's like, ah, yeah. And when you go to events, like, I know some people are worried about approaching, like, streamers. Well, there's no events now, right? But some people are worried about, like, approaching streamers and stuff. It's like, they go there, or, like, whatever, pro gamers or streamers, right? Like, they go there knowing that that's gonna happen. So I don't think anyone minds. Like, if you're a streamer and you go to, like, events and then you're like, don't talk to me, like, you're actually just a moron. Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
I am intrigued.
You know?
From the shadows.
This game is over, baby. 5K. Woo! Because, like, if you go to an event, I'm the kind of person that if I go to, like, a family event for 3 hours, I am dead tired after. Like, I need to be alone. And I mean, like, alone, to just, you know, recharge a little bit. But when I go to, like, tournaments and events, I'm around people 24/7, but I'm fine with it because that's how it is. You know, that's what I expected. That's what I knew I was getting myself into. Is it true that Idra flipped off fans? I mean, probably is, but you gotta understand, a lot of Idra fans were fucking idiots who tried to trigger him on purpose. They were fans. They were just pieces of shit who rooted for him, but thought it would be really funny. Not all of them, obviously. But then they thought it would be really funny to be like, hey, Idra, are you gonna rage quit another game, dude? Like, I've heard these things at events, like, and those are his fans, you know, calling themselves fans. So a lot of people try to trigger them on purpose, and then they're like, oh, dude, Idra, flip me off, bro. It's like, yeah, because you're a moron. Should have bitch slapped you. You know? So, like, listen, if anyone thinks that, like, listen, no one was like, hey, Idra, dude, hey, I love your, you know, games, I watch them all the time, you're a great guy, and he's like, yeah, fuck you! You know, that never happened, okay? Like, that never happened. Like, if he flipped off someone, he probably deserved it. That's fucking sad, but yeah, that's how people are. Yeah, Idra had a short temper. But like, I again, when I was in US, I practiced with Idra. Like, I played custom games with him. He always GG'd. He never rage quit or practice games. He never said like, oh, what you did was bullshit. Don't do that against me anymore. He always was like, oh, how, like, he was very, he was one of the few people that were actually like genuinely being like, how could I deal with that better? Like, literally asking me, right? And then we would talk about games, and I met him IRL. He was super nice. He was a normal guy, but like, I never tried to trigger him, or I was never like, oh, are you gonna rage quit again, dude? Like, just be normal. Like, there were so many people in NA that were like mule dropping him and shit, and then he doesn't GG against them. Of course, I wouldn't GG against you because you're, you know, you're being an, like, you know, dropping mules, right? Disrespectful, right? And then you're trash talking him everywhere you go. Of course, he's not gonna GG you. His reputation is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not defending him. Like, he had his moments. Don't get me wrong. He definitely had his moments. But what I'm saying is, his reputation is exaggerated because people try to trigger him on purpose. Does that make sense? Cold is the void.
State you require my skills. It shall be.
You have not enough minerals.
You require my skills. Let our enemy know our fury.
You have not enough minerals.
I serve. We are one with the shadows.
You have not enough minerals.
State thy bidding.
You have not enough minerals.
I am the heart of
Our rival is under attack.
He might be going DTs.
thy bidding.
I'm dead. No, there's no way I defeat this build. This build is like the Giga counter. Yeah, this build is a Giga counter. I can't do anything against it. This is basically Mass Stalker with Observer. So, yeah. He basically has enough Stalkers to one-shot my Stalkers. I'm gonna wait for him to go away. Like, if this guy faces me again, I'm just gonna get rinsed. This is one of those things where I don't think I can do anything. Like, maybe stars can align to where he goes out and I go in with the DT and I force some kind of recall and then I make Archons, but yeah.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I wonder how long it'd be before Frostgiant release footage of their games. Probably a year, at least. Like, I'm talking any kind of footage. I'm not talking like a game is coming out. Wait, offline? Is he actually stream sniping? If I get him, he's stream sniping 100%. Because there's no way he was AFK for like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, and then comes back at the exact time with 1 IQ. Maybe he's just AFK. I don't know. Zerg doesn't suit you? Well, dude, I wish I can show you guys my old games from Brood War. I wish they were probably casted somewhere. Because I've played a lot of Clan Wars and stuff, but I wish I had them. That'd be a pretty cool trip back in time. How do you think if you would say Zerg StarCraft, would you reach more? Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think, now looking back, I would have probably been best with Protoss. Like, if I think about my playstyle, right? I think Protoss would fit me the best. Or maybe it was... I don't know. Because I think, like, mech fits me well, I think. But, like, Terran requires so much... like so many mechanics right now, like so much mechanical skill to succeed, and it always did. Ooh. That's why I think like Terran maybe isn't for me, or wasn't for me, right? I mean, it's too late now, right? But Zerg is like too repetitive for me, and it's too standard. Like Zerg is for someone that wants to play exactly the same way and perfect their gameplay. You know, that's Zerg. But Protoss is like mechanically easier than Terran. And not only that, but you can get pretty creative with Protoss. You know what I mean? Oh my god, dude, this guy is mauling right now. Mauled. Dude, if I was this guy, I would be ripping my keyboard out right now. And the probe gets away, dude. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Dude, I haven't killed. Oh no, no, probe! No. Hit the hands, bro. Come on. Dude, 2 probes and a gas steel. Oof. Oh yeah, so let me tell you about a whisper I got today, right? I wake up. And I see this message on Discord. And it's a long one, you know what I mean? Like, it's a long ass message, and I see a Frost Giant video link and stuff like that.
Let your will be heard.
Oh my god, it's probably some guy like
Give us
Bro,
your
this guy's
command.
actually...
Where shall we march? Najaka. Yes. Glory to the day.
Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me?
Let your we come.
4 kills!
Ire shall be reclaimed. Let's come back. Najakar.
Bruh. And that's what you get when you don't wall off your main base here. Fuck, man. So anyway,
Where shall we march? Come.
I get a message, right? And this guy, and I see it, I'm like, I'll read it later, you know, when I wake up and get up and all that. So I get up, and I'm like, alright, let's read what the message is about. So the message starts, I got a message on Discord, by the way. The message starts with this guy Malding, right? How I know nothing about RTS games, how multiplayer games ruined RTS completely, and that the way to go in RTS games is single player. And then he says an example is a Red Alert 3, and I'm like, bruh, no one even, you know, just thinking like no one even gives a shit about Red Alert 3, you know? But he keeps saying like, oh, he said something like, if you played any other games except Blizzard games in the past 26 years, you would know this. So maybe you should go play some other games instead of talking how what RTS games should be and shouldn't be. I was like, oh damn, this guy's bringing the sassiness to me, dude. And then he was like, you know, he keeps, but I haven't responded to him, by the way. This is like all one message. And then he's like, listen here, bud. Let me tell you, multiplayer games have ruined the RTS genre. It's just like, okay, dude, calm down, jeez. Malt.
Is under attack.
Where shall we march?
You seek our service.
Oh my god, I'm getting fucking rinsed.
Our spirit. You seek our service.
I'm actually dead.
Base is under attack. From the ship.
Fear is an illusion.
Oh, that's hot.
I'm
That's
getting
hot.
Enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
And unless I kill him now, which...
Jakul Enoch. You seek it.
You have not enough minerals.
Bruh, that building placement fucked me so bad. That's why, kids, you don't put your buildings that way.
Minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Oh, I got rinsed. So anyway, this guy keeps going how I know nothing about the RTS games, and he just goes like, you know, just mold, and I was just like, bro. And he literally typed, by the way, listen here, bud, and I was like, damn, sorry. You think you'll reach GM with this? Well, not if I lose to games like these. Like, that was a terrible game for me. I lost 4 probes to a Reaper. And I read all of that. And I was just like, alright. Just blocked him. If someone uses bot and ironically you know they're Malding, yeah. They're single-player RTS games and online competitive players, and some hybrids don't see issue like that guy. Well, that's the thing, like, the guy was blaming me like I'm doing something. It's like, bro, I just gave my opinion. If you disagree with it, okay? And listen, if he gave his opinion and it was like, hey, I disagree with you on this point, great. I'd be like, okay, cool. You know? Maybe have a little chat. But the guy was so fucking aggressive with his, like, listen here, dude. If you played any other games, you would have known. And I was like, okay. Alright. I love how he uses Red Alert 3 as an example. Like, bro, who the fuck plays a Red Alert 3? You know what I mean? Like, bruh. It's not fucking... When did Red Alert 3 come out? In fucking 2005? And listen, I don't claim to know a lot about how games work and how they're supposed to be made. I'm just giving my opinion on what I like and what I enjoy. And, you know what the funny thing is? The companies... Oh god, they're drilling again. The companies that I had like little meetings with, like Frog Giants and Immortal game, like the developers agree. So like, who are you? Like, you're just some random fucking noob boomer, right? With his dude or bud. It's like arguing against someone that's been playing RTS games for 26 years, by the way. Like, when the guy was like, maybe if you played another RTS game, it's like, bruh, I have like 600 plus CDs of RTS games. Like, what the fuck are you actually talking about? You know what I mean? Sorry I didn't play a fucking shit Red Alert 3 no one cares about. You know what I mean? If you played Red Alert 3, you should probably not say it publicly, because it's a fucking shame you did, okay? I'm joking. I know nothing about Red Alert 3. I'm just shitting on it because of that guy.
Yes,
Maybe it's a good
Executor. Poor Zala. We serve with pride. Give us your command. Let not ire shall be removed. I have met the enemy. Faith before fear.
Bruh, I'm steering actually. Is this another one base? Fuck me, dude.
Research complete.
I'm dead. Dude, fuck these builds! It's literally just 3-8 robo, I can't kill it! Yeah, you're very fucking good, you fucking bottom GM all-inning every... Jesus Christ. Dude, I don't mind losing to that Terran, it's my fault. But losing to shit like this, like, I can't do anything! I literally can't do anything. He has 50 stalkers and I have 5. I have 3 actually, not even 5. Fuck!